ahead and grab y'all something to drink. Y'all see that I got the 42. Hey y'all, welcome back to another vlog. If you are new here, I am Quita. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. But before you hit the subscribe button, I do want you to go check out some of my previous vlogs, just so you can get to know me and my channel. And if you want to be a part of the journey, then you hit the subscribe button. To those that are returning, thank you guys so much for coming back. Can y'all start like recommending my channel, my vlogs to genuine people, so we can, you know, get me to this 500 subscribers. I know I have to take full accountability for being inconsistent on here. I know I do, but I'm about to get on my Zoom, okay? Because I'm playing and I'm done playing. So as y'all can see, we are finally doing this updated Q&A. I had supposed to did this back in the spring, April to be exact, and I'm not gonna hold you. Baby, look, hey, I didn't feel like talking about movie and stuff. I'm not gonna hold you. I just didn't at that moment, but now I feel much better, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, because some of the questions were like, two of the questions, it was pertaining to the healing and all of that. So I'm like, okay, now I feel like I'm able to talk about it. Go ahead and grab y'all something to drink. Y'all see that I got the 42. I'm sipping on 42 and ice. So once I know that y'all got y'all a little drink, a little cocktail, we gonna get into these questions. Cheers to me getting on my Zoom, okay? So first question, when is you having a baby? Baby, let me tell y'all, it's nothing wrong with having kids, you know what I'm saying? Like years ago, of course, you know, I wanted the kids and all that, but I felt like I was going through shit in my relationship. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was going through some things, and it changed my whole little mindset on trying to have like this family. It's like, I'm the type of person where when I cut you off, we done. No strings attached to a man that I gotta talk to him because we got a child together. And it ain't that I'm bitter or angry or nothing like that. It's just like, baby, I don't want to talk to you. Maybe you did some shit I can't forgive you for, or whatever the case may be, and I'm good, and that's it. And then on top of that, I also like the fact that if I want to book me a flight right now, I could be gone early in the morning. I don't gotta worry about babysitter. You know, I'm just the auntie type of woman. And I ain't ran across some motherfucker who can lock it down where I be like, I want to have your baby. Nah, but if I do, it is what it is. But I'm at the point, damn if I do, damn if I don't, and that's just what it is. So the next question is, what is your relationship status? Y'all, I am single. I've been single for almost 2 years now. I'm dating. I'm really just getting to know what I like, because here's the thing, when you've been into a long-term relationship and y'all have been through so much stuff, when it's over, you got to get to you have to get to know yourself again. So I'm at the stage where it's like, I'm figuring out if I like this or if I like that or what I don't like. So right now I'm single, nobody with me, I'm not with nobody, and that's just what it is. The next question is real estate journey, question mark. So this is just tips of what I feel like I should have done and what you can do, you know, if you're thinking about taking a real estate and think, or not even just real estate, just thinking about, you know, doing a career change or whatever the case may be. So for me, I feel like I went in with a negative mindset. So first thing first, go in with a positive mindset. Don't do like me. I'm not gonna hold you. I went in just being my biggest critic, just thinking like, oh my God, you know, everybody said, that was the thing, everybody said that it was so hard, and this person didn't get their license and pass, and then this person ain't do this. And don't get me wrong, like, everybody's journey is going to be different. Some people gonna just give up, some people gonna keep going, and maybe it's not for them. But I feel like what come easy, you know what I'm saying, ain't worth keeping. So what come hard, meaning you got to put that work in, it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day. And I was too busy listening to what he said, she said, and that was the whole problem that I had. So I went into the class just with a negative mindset, like this shit gonna be so hard. Then now I get in class, I'm just like, y'all synced up on here how I told y'all my first day was. And my first day was like that because I wasn't thinking positive. See, I felt like I was just winging it, and I'm the type of person where I don't like wasting my money. So I stuck it out, and sticking it out, the more I learned, the better it became for me. So that was just what it was. So anyway, like I said, go in being positive, eliminate any distraction, try to like limit your time on social media. I feel like when it came down to me, I found myself getting up on Instagram and TikTok, and I just scroll and I scroll or whatever, and that time I could be using to be studying. And sometimes you'll be up on these social media platforms and it become a distraction. So one of the distractions you can eliminate is social media. What else? Also, before you even start real estate or any type of other like career that you want to do, I feel like you need to make sure you are ahead of the class. So for example, day 1 of my class, I should have already reviewed chapter 1 and 2 and 3 that we was going to go over for that class day. That way I would have got in the class and I'd be like, okay, I know what she's talking about. At that moment, I wouldn't have felt like, oh, this is too much information, it's so hard. I would have never felt like that because I was already ahead of the game. And then when you get up out of class, I feel like you're supposed to go home while the information is still fresh on your mind. Go home, go over your notes, maybe write some questions down that you really didn't understand, or you just ain't think of it at that moment while you was in class, or whatever the case may be. Write that down so when you get to your next class day, you ask those questions. Okay, y'all, so the next question is, what is your biggest accomplishment this far? So I feel like my biggest accomplishment this far is not giving up on me. Because I tend to like give up when like my goals, when I feel like my goals is just too hard for me to accomplish, and I feel like I give up on it, or I kind of like put it on the back burner and be like, okay, I'm gonna attend to it, and then I just end up going on to something else. Like, no. So at this very moment, it's just like not giving up on me and the things that I want up out of life is my biggest accomplishment this far. Now don't get me wrong, I have accomplished a lot of things in life, not just materialistic things, because I didn't already accomplish the cribs and the cars. That's not even important. So I also ended up getting my CDL like a little over 6 years ago. So it's like me just sticking to the plan regardless of if it's hard or whatever the case may be. I'm just not giving up on me. So that's my biggest accomplishment this far. Okay, so the next question is, where do you see yourself in 2 years? So in 2 years, I do see myself having my real estate license. That's first thing first, okay? I also see myself investing in some property because I'm not about to keep paying nobody rent, okay? No, can't do it, ain't gonna do it, and I'm just done with it. Also, I'm gonna be traveling around the world because I hate home. No, I don't hate home, but I love just going out of town and then coming back feeling refreshed, able to just get back to whatever I was just doing before I end up going out of town. And then also, I can see my channel growing. So in 2 years, let me just tell you, my channel is gonna be growing. Like I'm gonna be really doing real good on YouTube, real good in real estate, invested in some property, and traveling. That's where I see myself in 2 years. So the next question is, your level up journey and how you got away from certain people. So here's my input on level up journey and getting away from certain people. So back when I was younger, I was giving out more chances than I should. So when I had became 30, I'm not gonna hold you. Certain things, you gotta wrap it up. Like, I'm not tolerating it, and it just is what it is. And another thing that kind of like opened my eyes to people and what's going on around me, it actually took for Boo Man to pass away. I'm not gonna hold you. People just really started to show me who they was, and it just made me think like, you know what? I can't see myself hang with you. I feel like when you no longer on certain things, you just have to move around. It ain't no bad blood, it's just shit. They doing them and I do me. I'm not about to be hanging around this person, and I feel like they haven't grew and they mentally on the same level. So it's like, I'm right here, you right here, and it's like your man ain't even what man's at, and what you on, I'm not even on that. So it's like, I'm gonna go ahead and move around. But it ain't no, no bad blood, but we just don't see eye to eye no more, and that's cool. So I hope that answered your question. So yeah. So the next question is your grieving process and how you kept going. So I did write some little notes down so I wouldn't forget what to say, and I'm actually going to answer those two questions, and then it's another two questions as well, but two of them is pretty much similar. How is your mental since Boo Man death, and how's your healing process going? So as far as my mental right now, I feel like my mental is way much better than it was when it first ended up happening. I thank God for that, because baby, this had been a hard pill to swallow. And my mental back then, it was just like crazy. Like, I was so angry, I was so emotional, I was so bitter. It was a lot for me, I feel like, because for one, I found myself engaging in negativity. I was surrounded by people who wasn't genuine. And yeah, like I was saying, like, it was too much going on. It was too much fakeness going on. I'm still right here going back and forth with fake pages, everybody want to come out the closet like little roaches because this man is no longer here. So it's like, but whatever. You know how I guess they feel like, oh, she down, let me go ahead and kick her while she down, try to get one up on them. But the only how somebody can get one up on me, you really got to stand on top of my head. So that was just that. But like I said, I had found myself just doing too much of the back and forth. It was just a lot. But me being the person that I always been, people know I was going to defend me at the end of the day, and I was going to defend us at the end of the day. So it was like, that's just what it was. But the growth that I have now and the peace that I have now, I would have never stooped low and did the back and forth for nobody, because at the end of the day, I'm here and people be here, literally. So it's like, why is I'm coming down you know what I'm saying? But like I said, it took a lot for me to get to where I'm at, because I don't want to end up in a situation because I'm sitting right here going back and forth with these people. Like, it ain't worth it at the end of the day. And it was so much. And yeah, so it was just a lot going on. A lot of people in my business, like, after it ended up happening, later on down the line, they want to know if I'm dating. I mean, like, why was there even people concerned? Saying like, damn, it should have been like, oh, how's she doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on with her? How is she mentally? Because what a lot of people didn't know was that's my mom and my sister, and now I'm telling y'all, my mental was so bad to the point I didn't even want to be here no more. And my mama told me like I was being selfish and things like that, because at the end of the day, I have family who love me. And so it's like, I can't be can't put that type of stress up on them, you know. So I just had to really pull myself together, and what kept me going was God, my mama, my sister, my nephew, me knowing the fact that nobody is coming to save me. I had to learn how to give myself grace. I also had to learn how to allow myself to only feel my emotions for 24 hours, because at first, baby, I was really taking advantage of being in my head, feeling my emotions for like days and weeks, and just being so vulnerable. Then also I had people around when I was just vulnerable, like at my lowest. But this all been like a eye-opener, a learning experience, you know. So, and also I was like upset with God. I'm not gonna hold you, like it was so bad to the point I'm like, God, why me? You know, like why? And I felt like I was being so selfish, because he had already given Boo Man his time here, you know what I mean? And I just felt like he had deserved more time. I had to come to realization, like, me knowing the battles that he was fighting on an everyday basis, I felt like maybe it was best for him to no longer have to run. But yeah, it was real hard, and it's still hard. I have my days and I have my moments, and I try to like push forward. I also end up trying to see a therapist, but that's a whole nother story. But I just journal. I go to church, and before this happened, I used to be going to church too. Like I always had a bond with God. I always believed in God. He always believed in God. You know, we used to pray and stuff like that. So it was like not nothing like that, but it made me want to get closer to God, because I was allowing my anger to get the best of me, and I didn't like the type of person that I was. I felt like, well, let my mama tell it. She was feeling like I was just like rushing, like running, like I'm running from like life or whatever. So I had to pretty much like slow down and like get myself together, and I feel like I'm in a better space, a way better space than like I ever been like before. Even before he passed away, I felt like I'm in a better space than before then. So yeah, I'm just learning and growing. I'm just really taking it one day at a time, and that's just what it is. I really hope y'all enjoy this long overdue updated Q&A. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in my next vlog, which will be my Jamaican vlog. So bye.